The documentary Real Truth about MO3 and Yella Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy's Dallas beef.
For $12,000 extra. Say y'all, it ain't nothing wrong with me asking another grown man to fight in the ring for charity for the kids for $12,000. Extortion. Everybody gotta speak up for him. That's extortion. That's what it's gonna turn into. You gonna rotation.
Have you actually been back to Dallas since your shooting incident?
Nah.
Are you
Letting into the car with him.
Wow.
Did you feel like it was random, or you think that, you know, like somebody saw you in the club and followed you, or do you think it was somebody that had been intending to do that specifically to you?
Probably a little street beef, you know how this stuff be going,
Can I ask one question about that? So in that situation, do you feel like it was a setup? Because I remember when MO3.
Sure. It's never can be let go.
Trap boy, let it go. Like, let it go, bro. It's over.
It's never can be let go. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some people probably won't never understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like look out for your partner kids and shit like that. Talk to your partner and their mamas and shit. You watch spurring nobody's feelings. When nobody spurring our feelings. That shit went on 3 years.
How long are you gonna keep this shit going?
Since the first day he dropped the first diss song.
I was giving cash in here. Did y'all know I was at the Whole Hood With Me video shoot? I just went in it. Did y'all know I was there?
I did. I didn't know that.
Huh?
I did.
You didn't?
That they may have.
I was out here and I had just split like 2-3 minutes before.
Some neighbors say Dixon Grocery has been a nuisance, though signage outside says no loitering. Some homeowners say it has.
It's never can be let go.
Trap boy, let it go. Like, let it go, bro. It's over.
It's never can be let go. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some people.
Beef was gonna be tension between us, cause getting your ear to make it seem like it's beef was gonna be tension between us, cause that's their motto. Mm-hmm. They supposed to be this Charleston character, like, you know, the character role. You know, not talking about Charleston, no shit, but I'm saying like the character role.
We know who please, and I'm saying, who we know. Don't ever let my guard down. Who please know, who we don't. Too many people rip my heart out. Hey, I'm just trying to do what I can, hoping they understand. Who we know, who please don't. Don't ever let my guard down.
Now, family, today we're going to be talking about how the start of this whole beef and situation with MO3 and Yella Beezy. To some who may know already, these guys were friends. Now, I want you guys to go in deeper how one little turn could make everything go left. Let's look at this clip and video that's showing the friendship amongst multiple rappers.
I swear to God, Oakley American, them motherfuckers. Y'all know that. Hey.
I'm going down, man. My motherfucking man, y'all already know what it is. Nigga, gangland, now Afghanistan, nigga, most some 3 line, nigga, live here with funk.
A lot of people are wondering, how did this all start? Well, a lot of things spiral out of control in the inner cities, but there was a comedian by the name of Roy Lee. Now, Roy Lee has rose to acclaimed fame and reached the status that a lot dream for upcoming comedian. This comedian would reach viral status almost every week. He would go back and forth with multiple people as far as comedians. He would go back and forth with other stage presence, stand-up comedians, and also rappers. And when I say rappers, we're talking about no other than Little Boosie, who would call out the comedian in a back and forth that was kind of hilarious, which he would end up meeting Roy Lee and they would be closer. Now, what people don't know is this comedian was really from the trenches. He was from Dixon. He had a lot of guys who protected him and who stood up for him. Now, one of the main known rappers he was affiliated with and close friends with was no other than MO3. Now, Roy Lee Jr. was also the closer friend to MO3's manager, Rainwater. We'll get to that later in the documentary, but if you watch these videos, you can clearly see the friendship that they had amongst each other. Now, when I tell you guys this guy, Roy Lee, was something funny, he was hilarious, he stood out. Check this series of clips and you tell me what you think of Roy Lee as a comedian.
Off, man. Come on, man. Why did y'all cut it off, man? I'm a day late. I was finna pay it. I was finna pay the shit. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't never have patience. Y'all had patience when I paid at first. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The last three of my card, 3, 2, 4. I think it's 3. Yes, ma'am. That's me. Oh, man. Okay. God damn. They say they finna turn it back on, man. God damn. Ooh, I gotta really go to do a whole lot of shit.
Now, Roy Lee would do something that would change the history of Dallas almost forever in the hip-hop game. He's close friends with MO3, so Roy Lee decides to stick up for MO3, and he has a feud and goes back and forth with Yella Beezy. Now, what happened on an unfortunate night was where he was performing at a club, I think it's called KOD, and he would end up getting jumped by associates of Yella Beezy, which some would say Yella Beezy was there as well, pouncing on the comedian. Now listen to the former deceased comedian explain on Real Life Stars on what happened on that particular night with Yella Beezy and affiliates.
I was doing what?
Being very aggressive in the club, allegedly. Would you like to take us through that evening?
Yeah. What club was that? King of Diamonds.
King of Diamonds.
Okay, I was drunk, and I was feeling myself. I was with my people. You understand? Like I said, 2, and I had 2 queens with me.
The one that could throw drink real good with the ice?
Yeah, that was one of the queens, and then I had another one homegirl with me. But that's what went down, and they jumping. But my nephew, he gonna...
Now, Roy Lee feeling a little bit embarrassed due to the situation that happened, but it didn't put a dent in his performances as a comedian. But him being from Dixon, him standing up for certain street elements, he had to respond. He would respond relentlessly, calling out the Dallas rapper over and over again, relentlessly trying to get Yella Beezy to fight in a charity fight with him and also putting the guns down.
Feel it real loud cause a nigga be funny and Roy Lee wanna fight. Y'all feel it real loud cause a nigga be funny and laughing. Hey man, that nigga from Dixon, man. Hey man, we don't just lie, no bullshit. We can't accept that. Tell your partner them shit cause he got partners too. Nah, for real, they don't go. All he gotta do is say green light and they there. Hey.
Ain't nobody gonna fight.
He ain't gonna fight?
No.
So you telling me he's a grown man, he ain't gonna step up to the plate?
I don't know about none of it. I just know he's having his fun. I've been watching. It's not a fight. He's childish.
I'm childish.
Big boy, come on.
I'm ready to knock something
What
out.
is you knocking out?
I'm ready to knock him out. I'm ready to win. The winner, Roy Lee, the comedian. Knock out the motherfucking rapper.
Boy.
Why I can't do that? Why I gotta squash something? And they the ones jump me. Why I gotta do that? Why?
Okay, they jumped you, let it go.
Why I gotta let you would've came, you would've got long. This is street shit, man. Fuck this shit, man. Man, the laws was there before you would've came. You would've got loans to any goddamn thing, man. Man, fuck that shit. No, we don't fuck with no laws, my nigga. Man, you don't fuck with the opposite. For $12,000. Extra. Say, y'all, it ain't nothing wrong with me asking another grown man to fight in the ring for charity for the kids for $12,000. Extortion. Everybody gotta speak up for him. That's extortion. That's what it's gonna turn into. You're gonna get it started. They see you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't do nothing to the 2 dudes that robbed you. You ain't do none of them. Extortion. That's what it's gonna turn into. Everybody gonna see that you ain't speaking up for yourself. You a grown man. You ain't speaking up for yourself. You can't act like you too busy. Everybody busy. Everybody got something going on in life. So what you gonna do? I wanna fight for $12,000 in the ring for the kids' charity for $12,000 and we give it to whoever. That's easy. If you don't wanna do that, just call me and we squash it that kind of way. But I need to hear something. Extortion.
After all that sparring online and promotion, you would think things would meet to a closure. But no, it didn't. Things would go left for the comedian. He would end up getting shot while trying to pick up a deposit with his son in the car.
His rotation. He had died. You remember when we was at Boosie? Yeah, he died. He had sickle cells. He passed away.
Now, barely able to talk, comedian Roy Lee tries to give an update about the situation, but unfortunately, the wound to his leg would cause him to be a little weaker than what we normally like seeing him. His up-tempo, his upbeat, he seemed a little bit defeated, and let's look at it.
Enjoy life, smile every day. Y'all remember that. Best thing going, I'm okay. Fracture in my leg bone, whichever one it is. I'm alright. I'm okay. Enjoy life, smile every day. I just want to tell y'all, get y'all the information. Love y'all.
Now, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, Roy Lee would end up passing away 2 weeks from that leg shot. He would end up getting a blood clot in his leg while recovering at the hospital, and things would go left for rapper Yella Beezy and MO3. Rapper MO3 would commemorate the comedian with a new jewelry piece to send a message to all rappers.
You think? Hello, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I feel, hello. You think? Yeah, we been doing it. Yeah, nigga. We doing it for real. Yeah, nigga. We doing it for real, nigga. Yeah, that way. Yeah.
Now, Roy Lee was shot September 25th, 2018 in North Dallas. He would later be deceased October 13th, 2018. This is when things get a little hectic for Yella Beezy, but before we get to that, let's listen to MO3 break down what happened on that unfortunate night when Roy Lee got shot September 25th. MO3 goes to Cam Capone News and explains everything.
Get it?
Yeah, they trying to instigate.
Okay. So Roy Lee wanted to fight Yella Beezy, and that's your homeboy, right?
Yeah, that's my dad.
And he passed away recently?
Yeah.
You don't know where it happened, or?
He got shot trying to get a deposit for a show. He was with his son. He had his son with him. Somebody walked up and shot him through the car.
Oh, he was sitting in the car when it happened?
With his son.
With his son.
This situation, rightfully so, has upset a lot of people in Dallas. When comedians start getting killed, heads start turning. Now listen to Mo3 as he goes in depth and deeper on his feelings about comedians getting killed over certain beef, because as the streets would say, it's not gangster.
Oh man. So how did that affect you when he passed away?
Fucked me up. I still can't believe my nigga dead. You know, you're a comedian.
Right.
Shooting no comedian.
yeah, that's definitely not something.
You don't hear about that,
you
man.
know?
You don't hear about comedians getting shot, man.
Yeah, you hear about them, you know, talking about each other for fun, but you never expect like a comedian to get shot, man.
Now, a lot of rappers didn't want to indulge into this beef nor talk about it during interviews. A lot of people bypassed it, including MO3 himself, until the Can Capone news. But years later, I'll say about 2 years later, no other than Trap Boy Freddy, who's an affiliate of Yella Beezy, he would chime in on the Roy Lee's passing, and he would talk about this and say this about the comedian who is now deceased.
Whatever he had going.
Just like what?
I mean, see, me in real life, like, I'm 100% real nigga, you see what I'm saying? So, beyond all this shit really was, it wasn't his fault, but it would have been MO3's fault if it wasn't his fault. But after his fault, it was Roy Lee's fault. Roy Lee did all the bullshit in the internet, like, Roy Lee wanted to do the shit that was going on, whatever he had going against Yella, because of what's going on with his partner. So, as a man or, you know what I'm saying, human, he should just mind his business. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't got nothing to do with you. They argue, this ain't nothing on that.
Roy Lee's best friend, MO3's manager, Rainwater, who actually grew up together, it would be something that would cripple the manager mentally, because now he knows it's not about managing artists anymore. It got more serious in the streets. Once again, when comedians start dying, the world turns over. Rainwater would agree with this and blame MO3 for the death of his best friend Roy Lee, and he would say even MO3 agreed with him.
3 one time. I asked 3 one time, and we were riding back from Austin, and I said, "Do you feel like you got Roy Lee killed? Do you feel like that's on your hands?" He was like, "Nah." I know it was though. Roy Lee was taking up for 3. He was the only voice to take up for him, with the voice that meant something to take up for him. So,
well, things did get worse after the comedian got shot. No other than a few weeks later, Yella Beezy would get shot after leaving a strip club late night, headed home in his vehicle.
The search also tonight continues for the person who opened fire on the Sam Rayburn tollway, wounding a man. That gunfire happening on that tollway about 3:30 this morning in Louisville. Police identifying the victim as 26-year-old DeAndre Conway. He had been shot 3 times. Friends say Conway is actually known on the Dallas music scene. Here's a video of him, rapper Yella Beezy. He was on the actually an opening act for Jay-Z and Beyonce when they had their tour stop here in Arlington just last month.
Multiple agencies are investigating the early morning shooting of a man driving on the Sam Rayburn tollway. Louisville police say more than a dozen shots were fired into a 26-year-old man's vehicle and several rounds struck him. Fox 4's James Rose has more on the investigation.
Authority are reviewing video and toll tag information, trying to get suspect information and piece together the tollway at FM 544. Police say 26-year-old DeAndre Conway was shot 3 times and was still conscious and breathing when he was transported to a nearby hospital. And/or tollway cameras will lead them to the suspects. Investigators say it's unclear if Conway knew who fired the shots or if the attack was random. They believe they could have found on the scene. Now, police are also examining Conway's vehicle to see if any evidence can be linked to the shooter or shooters.
He's a real humble. He's always a real humble, real nice guy, very likable, you know, it's funny type of guy, but he just seemed like he was just happy for the success he was having, and he was just enjoying life at the moment.
Right after the incident occurred, MO3 would take to the airwaves and go ballistic. He would do relentless music and diss towards the "It's on me, baby" rapper. He would make freestyles and subliminals to let us know what actually occurred on that night.
McCullough better tell him how I'm rocking, cause you out, man. What you McCullough better tell him how?
Yella Beezy would do the hardest part, which was talking about that unfortunate night. He would go through interviews like Vlad TV, The Breakfast Club. Well, Basically, he would indulge into conversations about what happened to him. He won't say certain names. He won't indulge into certain informations, therefore still keeping the street code alive. But to much better known and seen, it affected him in every way. Remember.
I don't know, man. I was at the strip club. We were just cooling at first. And then after the strip club, they trying to get me to go to this other little club. Like, what's a club in I ain't trying to diss no club number. What's a club in New York you know you ain't got no business in?
I ain't gonna say a name, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah, like, you know, it just like,
no
yeah, you ain't got
business in it.
no business in there. Right. So it was like one of them clubs I went to after the club that I was originally in.
Yella Beezy would end up giving us all the information we needed onto how did his location get leaked out. He would subliminally basically blame the strip club itself for that unfortunate night where he got hit up.
Okay, now what do you mean by you had no business at the other strip club?
You know, just certain places you shouldn't go now that you're at a certain level.
Right, because when you go into a certain spot, it's like the DJ's like, Yella Beezy's in the house. You know, everyone in there knows who you are. I'm sure you had your jewelry on and so forth. It was one of those kind of situations?
Nah, it was just like one of those clubs where, you know, you shouldn't be at no more. That like, once you reach a certain caliber, like a certain caliber person, like, you shouldn't be there at all type shit. Like, they ain't got enough money to even book you no more. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody know, like, when you leaving the club, you gotta be looking, like, through your rear. Like, you gotta try to see who follows. So when I leave the club, like, I'm running red lights and everything.
Same with me.
If you coming through these red lights, that means you follow me. So I'm on top of them, so I know what to do. Like, after that, you get what I'm saying? So
were you by yourself?
Yeah, I was by myself. Club, you gotta be looking, like, through your rear. Like, you gotta try to see who follows. So when I leave the club, like, I'm running red lights and everything.
Same with me.
If you coming through these red lights, that means you follow me, so I'm on top of them, so I know what to do. Like, after that, you get what I'm saying? So
were you by yourself?
Yeah, I was by myself. Like, after the club, cause I was finna go home. You get what I'm saying? Like, I had just moved, so I don't be wanting like everybody know where I'm staying. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we were deep at the club, but like just like when I left, I was by myself. So I'm driving or whatever. I get on the highway. I'm punching it. Like, it seemed like a couple cars.
You basically can tell during that night, it traumatized Yella Beezy. He's a reserved individual. He's not really with the rah-rah. He doesn't get too loud nor angry, but you can tell it changed who he was. Prior to the shooting, he was very energetic, very vocal, but it made him more confounded as far as to be careful where he goes. As you guys know, his father was also murdered in Dallas. Therefore, a lot of traumatized experience is now letting him know he can't trust anybody. He goes to Vlad TV and he gets asked about MO3, and he relentlessly refused to acknowledge MO3's existence. This would cause Vlad TV to try to dig in deeper and hysterically laugh.
MO3.
I don't know.
I interviewed MO3.
Who?
MO3.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Well, I asked about the shooting, and he said there's no beef, but, you know, he said you just gotta stay out the way. It's real out here. And
it's real out here, shit. Niggas getting hit up every day out here. Like, it's the world. Like, you know, somebody right now, we talking right now, somebody right now probably getting shot up right now. Like, shit, you gotta stay out the way, man.
Don't know who that is?
No, I don't know who Buddy is.
Okay.
Where you from?
I think he's from the same place you're from. Same area.
Dallas?
Yeah.
I don't know him.
Never heard of him?
I know everybody from my city making noise.
Okay. Hold on a second. Well, MO3 dropped a song called 219. Some people say is a diss song towards you.
I ain't never heard it.
Never heard it?
In a heartfelt video that was shared around the world, you can clearly tell Yella Beezy was not just worried about himself. He has kids, and his youngest son at the time was what he was reflecting on as to, man, I've almost lost my life for this petty stuff. So actions had to be taken immediately. Basically, in other words, retaliation was a must, allegedly.
Never leave your side, no. I'm too hard and hope to die.
Texas would be changed forever after blood was already shed. Dallas, becoming a bigger version of what rap was during their heydays, would now turn into the new drill era. As you see, MO3 would end up being called out by some of the original OGs in Texas. MO3 would not like it because these OGs would go on to Real Life Street Stars YouTube platform and say certain things he did not approve. MO3 would go on there and just unleash a whiff-all of how he's standing on it, and he's standing on business for sure.
He ain't from the North. He can't come to the North. I've been knowing these niggas, they were babies. On God. Man. On God. At they mama house. On God. Y'all heard my song on motherfucking Foreign Diamonds? One OG Gangsta Boo talking at the end of that bitch. I know you from the, do I gotta play it? Y'all remember? Y'all, okay. Come on now. Come on.
Now, hold on. Hey.
You don't remember?
Is there any...
Bitch, I ain't even tripping. I ain't mad at you, cause I know how I feel when nigga down out to ride me too. You wanna hit this weed? Bitch, I don't smoke. Get your friendly out of my face. Lil' bro D, that's on my kids, that's on my little girl. I ain't doing no flexing. That's facts. That's on all my kids. On God. But anyway, then Mom, how I done talking? Mom used to call my phone every time I was giving cash in them here. Did y'all know I was at the whole hood with me video shoot? I just went in it. Did y'all know I was there?
I did. I didn't know that.
Huh?
I did.
You didn't?
I did.
You did? You knew that?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I wasn't in there. I did. I pulled up on the ground because the nigga was talking this shit. I pulled up. Cash put his hands around me on my arm. Come on, little bro, just chill. We out of now. Get your friendly ass off me, nigga. I ain't playing with none of these niggas. I don't care about none of that.
You guys have to understand, MO3 was a general who had a lot of beefs. He had a lot of young YNs around him, and one of these YNs would explain what happened between MO3 and Go Yayo. We'll indulge into more information between the beef of him and Yayo, but listen to a club shooting famously that happened, which MO3 got set up.
3 do one show at one club, we go, 3 do one show at one club, we go to another club. Next thing, you know, the whole Fort Worth standing up in that bitch on tables. You know, they cracking they shit, talking they shit, woo-the-woo-the, but 3 playing it calm, you know what I'm saying? But he really trying to think the situation through.
Let me ask you, can I ask you one question about that? So in that situation, do you feel like it was a setup? Because I remember when MO3 got home, he went live and he said some wild shit.
For sure.
But it seemed like he was angry, like.
For sure, that shit was a setup for sure.
MO3 seemed like he was crashing out, but he really wasn't. He was allegedly laying down the law in the streets. Once you get set up, you don't trust nobody, and you're no longer on the defense, you're on the offense. And what would happen would be allegations that MO3 did X, Y, and Z, but they would put it on one of his YNs you can clearly see on the video of Street Stars Live. His name is Little Bubba. Now, Bubba is an affiliate of MO3. He would unfortunately lose his life at Dixon's grocery store when people allegedly accused him for a situation that had nothing to do with him. Allegedly, this would cause even more further beef.
It has some neighbors. Neighbors worry about crime after a man was shot and killed outside a southern Dallas grocery store. The gunfire erupted late last night in the neighborhood around Elsie Faye Higgins and Highway 352. News 8's Damon Fernandez is live. Back here being very calculated about the information they release about this murder case.
I'll leave bullet holes.
This grocery store now covered with bullet holes.
16, this is all them bullets, it's like 20 bullets, man.
After police say some unidentified gunmen shot and killed 20-year-old James Browning Jr. late Wednesday night.
Just sad, it's sad. I knew Bubba real good.
Word about the murder is quickly spreading across this area.
Who would come there and do that? It's just crazy.
Began firing shots at him. What's going through your mind?
I'm scared.
Tamia Hall.
Now, tragically, this was a heartbreak for the community of Dixon because Bubba was well loved. Bubba was well known throughout the community, and a lot of people said this was retaliation at the fault of MO3. MO3 would go on to make several songs basically blaming himself for the death of Bubba. Check out the security footage and watch the setup. Now, I can't show you too much of the footage because of the YouTube guidelines, but this night most definitely was a setup for Bubba. Now family, as you're watching the video, you can clearly see Bubba was trying to leave in the other direction when the vehicle pulled up. He stared at the white SUV and knew something was strange, but as he walked in a different direction, you can tell there were multiple shooters because he would veer back inside the store when he heard the rounds going off, and he would turn around. Now over here you can clearly see they knew about Bubba a little too much. Someone clearly gave his location and where his whereabouts were. This would set MO3 in a different pattern like no other. MO3 would blame several other people, but he would do it privately and keep everything within music and in the streets. Now, you guys need to understand, Bubba was a teenager when he passed. The community still hasn't recovered from this murder. Now, MO3 eloquently would speak on how he felt about Bubba and losing Bubba and what it did to him. And this would cause other people like Go Yayo to laugh at him, which we'll show later, but pay attention to what MO3 was feeling.
He one of the motherfuckers I do it for, you hear me say, that's on board. And when if there's certain shit right there is for board, that's why I'm doing it for him right then and there. Cause I know this, he gonna say, cuz, he was creeping. Cuz, you ain't that, cuz.
Now, Fort Worth rapper Go Yayo, who never forgot about the club shooting, the infamous club shooting allegedly that happened between MO3 and him and Entourage, he would laugh at Bubba's death, which would cause the rapper MO3 to respond with a cryptic note that says, "I'm cutthroat on Bubba." And let's just say when Bubba surpassed, it had a Nipsey Hussle effect. A lot of people got touched through retaliation.
He can't do that anymore.
Rest in peace, Bubba.
It's been a long time. I was raised with a pistol on a little street, far as lane and dear.
Now, after losing Bubba, MO3 would go fire in the streets, both musically and physically streetwise. But unfortunately, trouble will keep haunting MO3 and the people around him. This time, no other than his manager, Rainwater, the one who was best friends with comedian Roy Lee. Rainwater would get caught one night in Texas by Yella Beezy and Entourage and get beat up.
For real.
That's what you do, baby. All the internet bumping ass shit, nigga.
Oh, okay, internet. Okay.
Nigga running, nigga ran from one nigga. Nigga, I beat him up. Push ass nigga.
Now, Rainwater been through a lot already. He was a club promoter, he's been shot before, but he is not a street dude. He was a college guy who learned the business and arts of the hustle of the music industry. This would propel MO3 to go on a rant online about Yella Beezy being a coward, because Yella Beezy is affiliated allegedly with Roy Lee's murder and now beating up a manager, so a comedian and manager.
Too tall. Oh, that's MO3 manager. Okay, let's get the nigga. Then he telling me why he running. You screaming, get the nigga, cuz. Nah, come here, bitch. Get cuz. Sir, he's a high school graduate, went to college, / club promoter, now turned into a manager. Sir, he doesn't have a track record, sir. He does now.
MO3 just kept going viral almost every day, it seemed like, but an old video would get uploaded by Freddie, Trap Boy Freddie that is, allegedly, and that video would show MO3 and Trap Boy Freddie getting engaged in a situation outside a convenience store, and it's this clip right here. Now, you guys can see what's on his hands. I'm not going to say it for the YouTube guidelines, but MO3 stood his grounds and he didn't run. And there was a situation that would cause Texas to be in a forever rift because Trap Boy was the last resort of peace between Freddie. friend Yella Beezy, and MO3, because everybody knew Trap Boy had affiliations with both rappers, but Trap Boy would become more of a best friends with Yella Beezy, and this would cause a lot of rifts. Now I need you guys to listen how Yella Beezy explained how him and Trap becomes friends.
Our relationship already, Oak Cliff was gonna come, so it's like they kind of merged us closer together, other than what our relationship already in the streets and shit, but they merged us together, like we was getting booked with each other like every show in Dallas.
Wow.
They wanted yelling, Freddy yell, whatever.
So so y'all, it wasn't something that just plain just kind of happened.
Hell nah, it was natural.
Wow, that's hard, man.
It was just some natural shit.
Yeah, and like I said,
you know what I'm saying, he from the whole other side.
I know.
Yeah,
I
so
know, that's what tripped me out. Like,
and like they used to fight a lot of my partners in, so it was like it started out crazy at first. We didn't know each other like that, but we used to see each other around, of course, like on some street shit too. Then like I forgot, we just blended one day type shit.
Yeah.
Now, that video being released to social media would cause so much damage between both rappers. Both rappers would relentlessly go back and forth through social media to explain that day, explain that night, and certain wounds will get open again once certain below the belt blows were being attached to each other. Trap Boy Freddy right here is going to explain what's the situation. Now look at Mo3 respond back and forth to him too.
Somebody, you can't break a sweat, you know what I mean? Like, come on, let him make it, bro. You don't know what he getting himself into. Hey, man, make this shit bigger than us, bro. It's easy to woo. Man, you beat a nigga ass. You motherfucking stomp a nigga ass out, shoot a nigga. Over nothing. Nah, you let the nigga make it, bro. Spur that nigga life. I spurred you so he can spur me, man. Shut up.
Here we go. I don't talk about shit like this in my story. But listen, you can't let me make nothing. You can't let me make it. Cause when it comes to this gangster shit, you niggas is little boys to me. Both of y'all.
Now after the back and forth, Trap Boy Freddy would get in an accident which Mo3 would suggest it was deeper than a car crash. Mo3 would suggest that it was allegedly a situation which Trap Boy Freddy got shot at and actually did get hit. Mo3 would allege that Trap Boy Freddy is trying to downplay the situation that happened. Trap Boy would respond and says that Mo3 is snitching on the situation. Both would go through a month-long back and forth prior to the death of Mo3, which was the
Hit up. They talking about you broke your leg. Tell these niggas you really got hit up. Yeah. Camping. When you got hit up. Everybody know you got hit up. When you went to the hospital, you telling people don't record it. Don't put it out there, woo, cause you want to think in the city you untouchable. Now, it's pressure. Nigga talking about he broke his leg in a car wreck. You goofing. I bet your partner sitting up there looking like, bro, so he just gonna act like he ain't get shot? A couple weeks ago, he gonna act like nigga ain't hit him up and be live? Stop playing. I don't know who did it, I'm just saying. Why you capping like your leg got broken in a car wreck? Back up down the foot. Yeah, nigga.
Me and my dog, I don't fuck with the internet. I ain't mad at your phone, why you got him so loud? I hate spending money on this rap shit, man. I really spend all my money on pounds. I'm a fool, hold up with the bells. I can still get down with the ground, and I hate rapping. I'm a fool to that cabinet, man. I miss trapping. If it won't look bit, I'll be in the spot on my mama would never start rapping. My mama ain't nobody good in my city. If I wanted to, bitch, I'd jack. I think mine way before they sign. All you gotta do is go and ask them. I'm done with that brother shit. We on some other shit. Nah, I ain't fucking with you. You fucking with. You thug with. Catch a slug with. You smoke by a little bit. Nigga, what good with? I'm the big picture. You smoke like a Swiss. I'm making no issue, but ain't no issue. Who ready to do?
Nigga, I'm pressure. Boy, get your on. You wasn't dancing a month ago. Your there in the sling, curled up like a hoe. Now your healed up. Now you back ready to dance. What you McCarley ready about?
Now, after the unfortunate day when Mo3's manager got assaulted on January 2020, Rainwater that is, something seemed like it calmed down, at least so we thought. Until November 11, 2020, rapper MO3 would be caught in a freeway and chased down and killed.
On I-35, a Dallas rapper was murdered outside of his car on I-35 near the Dallas Zoo. Hello, I'm Steve Eager.
I'm Heather Hayes. It is a stark example of the city's struggle to control violent crime. Police say the victim, a hip-hop musician named MO3, was approached by the killer on I-35. Both men stopped their vehicles. The victim got out, took off, started running, but was shot several times on the highway. A bystander inside another vehicle was also hit. Police say that person did not suffer life-threatening injuries. Police are still looking for the shooter.
Word is he was leaving a female's house who allegedly dropped his location to the said so killers. MO3 seen them. MO3 panicked and ran out to the other side of his vehicle to get his weapon, which unfortunately was removed allegedly by rainwater. Trap Boy Freddy would be on the freeway the same day.
Man, whoever got the I thought need to get y'all shit. Damn, Nick ain't get on the freeway. And I got the freeway off all the way on Pope. The fuck?
That week, MO3 wouldn't be the only rapper getting shot. Multiple rappers got shot that week, unfortunately, but the main one they talked about was Little Boosie, the friend of MO3, who would get caught up.
Another rapper shot. And in Houston, another rapper shot. Now, this is the fourth rapper that this has happened to within the past week right here in Texas. He goes by the name Benny the Butcher or Jeremy Damon Pennick. Pennick was shot in the leg at a Walmart. And a bystander who was sitting in his car. And then just 2 days after, two other rappers were shot, shown on your screen. Boozy, also known as Torrance Hatch Jr., was shot at the vigil for MO3. And then a dentist and aspiring rapper, Dr. Rose or Jarrett Rosenborough, was shot too multiple times when leaving his office. Now, along with Rosenborough, two other people were wounded in the shooting north of downtown Dallas. The two rappers and bystanders are recovering now at a hospital.
Now, word is Boosie was in town for the vigil, but they were lurking and following Boosie the whole time, and he was the green light target.
Coming from Mo. Well, tonight we have confirmed that rapper Boozy was shot in Dallas. That word coming from Mo3's manager, Brandon Rainwater, but he didn't give us any more details. Police say someone called 911 and reported the shooting at Big T Bazaar earlier this afternoon. But when officers arrived, they didn't find anything. They did say someone later turned up at a nearby hospital with a leg and is being treated at a hospital. Boozy was among the hundreds of family and friends who attended last night's candlelight vigil for Dallas rapper Mo3. Mo3 was driving on I-35 around noon Wednesday when police say a man jumped out of a separate car with a gun.
Now, Little Boosie would go on to Vlad TV and explain to Vlad what happened on that unfortunate day celebrating the loss of his best friend, Mo3. And he would go in details deep into it and explain what actually happened with not giving 1 ounce of credence to who did it. As you guys know, Boosie doesn't snitch, he doesn't rat, he stands on business and keeps to the code of the streets.
Well, shortly after Mo3 got killed, you went to Dallas.
Yeah.
Number one, why?
Oh, I went to really go see Mo3 mom with them, you know what I'm saying? I went out there for that, and I went out there for my show.
Number one, when you were in the middle of all that, how did you feel? Did you cry? Did you get emotional?
Yeah, I had tears in my eyes.
Yeah. Can I ask what you... Okay.
Getting some clothes and shit. I woke up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no police report or nothing.
Really?
I told them, nah, ain't no police report or nothing.
Okay, so we don't have to talk about the actual situation.
I done been scraped. You know?
By bullets?
Yeah.
How many times?
I've been scraped once, hit once, and missed 5, 6.
Well, they hit one. What else get hit?
Nah, they ain't get hit neither.
There were a lot of rumors that Boosie was scared to go back to Dallas, but he would clarify to Vlad and explain he hasn't been back to Dallas, that is, during the point in time afterwards after getting shot. This is what he said to Vlad TV regarding the shooting in Dallas.
You know, it's sad. Like I said, I'd interviewed him. I like the dude a lot. It was very, very sad. Have you actually been back to Dallas since your shooting incident?
Nah.
Are you done with Dallas for now? I'm saying for now. I'm not saying permanent.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying for now.
Yeah, for a little minute, yeah.
Now, the internet detectives were running wild trying to discover who killed rapper Mo3. That led to an ongoing investigation from bloggers, from Dallas police departments. FBI even intervened to help. Now, what they found was the guy who actually ran down on Mo3 was allegedly affiliated to people affiliated to Yella Beezy. Now we'll get to that a little bit later as far as the affiliation, but let's break down how they got the guy, or how the news even talked about who they found, where the whereabouts were, and who the guy actually is. We're gonna go into that, and you're going to see who the killer is.
So Dallas police hope you might be able to recognize the man who shot and killed rapper Mo3. I want you to come over to your screen and look at this. They released these photos. The images are pretty clear, but as you see, the suspect is wearing a ski mask. So identifying him is going to be pretty tough. A second man has been arrested accused of gunning down rapper Mo3 on a Dallas highway. 28-year-old Devin Brown was indicted on a murder charge this week. Another man, 22-year-old Kewon White, was also indicted on the same charge earlier this year. Back in November, Melvin Noble, also known as Mo3, was driving on 35E near the Dallas Zoo when White approached him with a gun. Police say Noble ran down the highway trying to escape and was chased by White, who fired multiple times, hitting Noble.
Now, Kewon White and Devin Brown went very famous afterwards when their faces got published, but no other than Kewon White. The reason why we're going to talk about Kewon White, he's the star player in all of this. Now, he is a modern day soap opera. You guys need to understand what I'm trying to tell you. This guy can have a movie special about him. He's similar to no other than Omar from The Wire. It's going to make sense to you guys a little bit. You would never have a clue that this type of individual would be the killer. As you see, he was in a relationship with a man who says they identify as a woman. Not that we're judging that, but this would have people confused as to what's going on. Now, this woman would have people coming up to her defense, or whatever you guys want to call her. You want to call her a man or a woman, it's up to you guys, not up to me. But she would have friends who would defend her. The reason why people defended his girlfriend was because people was trying to say this person was also at fault for Mo3's death, until Dallas spoke out.
The female who's known to be with the so-called killer, Kewon. Keep saying, because I don't want to actually say too much, but basically, she is denouncing this man. She's saying, I don't know this nigga from a can of goddamn paint. You know what I'm saying? She said she fucked with him, he was cool and everything, but this nigga was crazy, shot her, and y'all niggas need to leave her alone.
Now, Kewon White will proclaim his innocence, but he would recently do an interview with Street Stars Life and talk about the situation. We'll give you a little bit clips of it. If you guys want to watch the full clip, subscribe to Real Street Star Life podcast.
Just what's been going through your mind, what's been going on, just run us down through there, man, what you been doing.
Now, later after Mo3 death, manager Rainwater would catch Trap Boy Freddy lacking outside of a club, and there was a famous video that would go viral. As you guys know, Trap Boy Freddy allegedly associated to the people who beat up Rainwater, and also allegedly associated to Roy Lee's death.
Run, man, you pussy, man, you don't get the boy. Yeah, nigga, what's up? Why you running? Why you running? Man, why you running? Why you running, man? Come on, man, you did that with 3 pussies. Stop running.
Yella Beezy would go out to way to call out Little Boosie, both publicly and adamantly making sure people know Boosie was also at fault. What I mean by that is that Yella Beezy would say he tried to call Boosie, tried to talk to him, but Boosie would choose to ignore Yella Beezy's call.
Or I can go into and like deep, but he know.
So you think he could have just came to you and it would have just been that?
Man, he know.
Yeah, a lot of people was that whole time of the year was crazy.
He know, bro. That know. You want to play into that shit. He know though. Like, I done reached out a couple times. I want to see like face to face. I want to see face to face. See, we got the same energy. It ain't got to be on no tough. But if you want to feel like you want to go there, we can, like on some squad shit, we can do that too. We're not trying to do that, but we can talk as gentlemen because you know you in the wrong. You know you wrong as for that. You know what's going on.
Yella Beezy would also go on Big Bank show, the Big Facts podcast, and also throw more subliminal diss towards Little Boosie, basically alleging that the rapper is one of the fake rappers you meet that let you down when you actually meet them, and we all know who allegedly he was referring to.
Ain't even what I thought he was. Did you ever meet a nigga that you like, man, that nigga ain't even what I thought he was?
Yeah.
In that rap shit.
Yeah.
That shit be heartbreaking.
It be hurting my feelings.
That shit hurt my feelings.
It hurt
too,
my
bro.
feelings, bro. I don't know if a nigga changed when they got older, if that can be the thing, or just like,
that shit.
or they were just, you think they.
Now, there would be breaking news about Yella Beezy that would shake the earth and scorch the earth. But before we get to Yella Beezy getting arrested for Mo3's murder, people went online and released amounts of evidence and videos of Yella Beezy disrespecting Mo3, along with Trap Boy Freddy relentlessly calling out the dead rapper through series of IG videos, series of online interviews, and you know the internet detectives, they pieced each other ones and videos piece by piece. So we wanted to get a glimpse before we show you the arrest situation. How did they catch Yella Beezy for the murder of Mo3?
You don't want problem, little nigga. This shit obvious, nigga. You don't want problem, little nigga. Inside a gorilla. These niggas talking but whisper. Do you want talk about hitters? If I say that, I got a price tag on a nigga head. I swear to God, they gon' get him. Want him dead, him dead. He shot. Let out 33 shots. Soon as the beat drop. These niggas spit boxing, fucker, let's beat box.
Hell of a year, you understand? Hey man, new year, new blessings. You understand me? We made it through a hell of a year. You understand? Anybody that ain't for you, anybody that's going against you, anybody that's goddamn negative, you understand me, ain't bringing no positive vibe. You know, in the words of Gucci, put their ass in the dirt, nigga. Damn! For sure, you did. And we go take a toast to that. You did.
Yo got a paper cut too. Say, man. Hold on. Yo. Yeah. They jumped up out the way. I got ran down. Come on. Hey, why you gotta come on my shit with this bullshit, man? Yeah. Man, I'm trying to preview some unreleased music. All right, bro. This nigga heard him. I'm finna go eat, man. Oh man, I'm finna go eat, man. This nigga Trap done fucked up my whole goddamn night, man. This nigga came in. Say, man.
It's never can be let go.
Trap Boy, let it go. Like, let it go, bro. It's over.
It's never can be let go. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some people probably won't never understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like look out for your partner kids and shit like that. Talk to your partner and their mamas and shit. You why you spurring nobody's feelings. When nobody spurring our feelings. That shit went on 3 years.
How long are you gonna keep this shit going?
Since the first day he dropped the first diss song.
Streets detectives were even piecing things by saying certain video clips was Trap Boy Freddy allegedly paying his alleged shooters and claiming this viral video was Trap Boy Freddy's alleged shooters.
Many blame the wrong hand, hit him with a rubber band. They going live again, they scared to come outside again. Every time I get the drop, I'm calling and we slide again. God, I'ma tell you sorry now, I promise, cause I'm lying again. Christmas got got me tripping, man. I'm thinking about my partner kids. Put on that neck. He got hit with a check. Keep stirring that neck. And you'll be next. Put your pride to the side. Unless you gon' ride. Wipe your eye. You still alive. You supposed to die. Why you lying? Why you ain't ride? Why you ain't slide? Don't be mad at me. Be mad at mine.
What would happen next after showing the bravado, showing off, and talking down on your opponent and not learning from the art of war? Yella Beezy would actually be apprehended by a new indictment that was developing. Unbeknown to him and his affiliates, Yella Beezy would get the realization of life that his might be over.
Rapper is facing charges for the murder of a rival performer. According to court documents, Marquise Conway, who goes by the stage name Yella Beezy, was arrested and booked into the Dallas County Jail yesterday. Police arrested him on a capital murder warrant for the 2020 death of Melvin Noble.
This is an arrest years in the making. Rapper Marquise Conway, known as Yella Beezy, charged with capital murder in connection to the shooting death of Melvin Noble, a rival artist who went by MO3.
It's just a devastating loss for someone that had so much potential.
Eric Deep is a local hip-hop journalist and MO3 fan who wrote this article in the Dallas Observer about the artist last year. Vince accused Conway of hiring Kewon White to carry out the brutal murder on I-35 near Illinois Avenue in Dallas in November 2020.
For me, it's just like, it feels a little...
Now, to be honest with you guys, all this is sad and it could have been avoided. I like listening to Yella Beezy because every now and then, him and both MO3 and Trap Boy Freddy would give a few gems that the younger generation could get. Now, watch as Yella Beezy discussed how these interviewers were the ones instigating beef, and he chimes in a little bit more on certain things around this situation. Now, I need you guys to listen carefully. I don't want to see any of these guys crash out, but it's fair to show the positive message that they give out and explain their side.
Beef was gonna be tension between us, cause getting there to make it seem like it's beef was gonna be tension between us, cause that's their motto. They supposed to be this Charleston character, like, you know, the character role. You know, not talking about Charleston, no shit, but I'm saying like the character role. But when you play that character role in the streets, that's not the same thing, nigga. These niggas really in the streets gonna live like this. So if you talking, living a certain way, you keep knocking or you keep on voting, you gonna get elected. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's why I be coming there with it, like, bro, like, just leave me alone with that. Like, I don't say no, I don't disrespect. I done seen this man family members out. I done seen people around him, everything. Like, it's no sense for me to just, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't, cause I ain't have nothing to do with the shit. I never had nothing to do with it to begin with. And then, like I say, it'd be different if I was on that motherfucker trolling with him. Of course, nigga hate how the situation panned out, but I didn't start that shit.
Trap Boy Freddy would also share a few words prior to this arrest and indulge into more gems and feedback off of Yella Beezy. I want you guys to pay attention to him as well, because that's the least we all could do when we watch this.
When you won.
Now, when do you feel the trapper lifestyle can get old and it's time to like go into other things?
In my heart, I don't think it get old. Like I eat, sleep, shit, that type of lifestyle. But in reality, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta know when you won. You gotta quit while you're ahead, you know what I'm saying?
Look, YouTube family, I don't make these videos for only entertainment and for people to go back and forth. I make this so we all can get a better understanding and learn to avoid these mishaps. We lost Roy Lee, we lost MO3, we lost Bubba, and several other people around this feud and beef. These ongoing childless issues that seems more favorable for adolescents, not grown men and women. So we need to make sure these situations do not recur again. I hope you took a lot from this documentary. I hope what was actually ingested was more peace in these streets. I'm DJ Bless One, the best one. Love your family, love your kids, stay blessed.
You don't understand, I'm praying for a second chance. See, I was in the selling dope and shooting guns. You fucking hoes and poppers and we not the same, boy, I'm just saying. He ain't comes around my wrist. Dirty money in my hands, no, I ain't playing. I can't lie, it hurt my feelings not knowing what I'm gonna eat today. Last $50 not knowing where I'm gonna sleep today. Hurt my feelings when they said I was broke. Can't care what people think. Gotta learn you got to struggle sometimes. So shit it be this way. Granny probably looking down on me now. Like what would Jesus think? Sorry Granny, I can't talk to him now. But happy Easter Day. Fuck 12 of them alphabet boys. But bitch I keep a K. INGOF for the streets. Make sure my people straight. Hey, cut my music up. Back to back lamb trucks on them, bitch, how I'm pulling up. Love my dog the devil right now. I don't know who to trust. And sorry to that bitch I did wrong. I kept on using her. This shit so beautiful. Run down on your gang, but this chop is either you or us.